YouTubers, it's Fortune Cookie 45 LC coming to you from the Hot Lead Zone. And Cary has something here that is going to make him the envy of every shooter on the range. Talk about the romance of the Old West. There is no more romance to be found than what he has here in this case.
Nope, I got it back.
And what Cary has here is Shiloh Sharps. Oh my goodness, look at that thing. Beautiful case hardening. It's hard to talk because I'm kind of salivating here, so it's very hard to talk right now. Well, Cary, you got to tell us about it now.
Okay.
You want to start at the back end here and move forward?
So this is a Shiloh Sharps. Shiloh is a company, I think they're in Montana. And they do a superb job of fitting the wood. It's got a tang sight, so it's in the Creedmoor style. A tang sight, which folds down or
I think
up.
Quigley went ahead and dialed in 1,200 yards with that thing.
Exactly. And it's got a falling block action, so actually much stronger than the trap doors I had down here last week. And then it's got a double set trigger. Back then they couldn't machine it fine enough, so the rear trigger sets it. I'm not going to do it. The front trigger is so light after you set it that you just barely touch it. It's an extremely light trigger.
Is that where the term hair trigger came from?
Hair trigger, I think. But this was their technique for having a really, really fine trigger, is to set it, and then you just barely touch it and it releases.
Now, what happens if you pull the trigger without setting it? Will it still go off?
I think you can do that. I haven't tried it yet. This is the first time down at the range, but I'm pretty sure you can just pull the trigger without setting it. It has the blocks for a scope. I'm not going to put a scope on there unless I can find something that is period correct.
What a beautiful octagon barrel.
And then it's got this unusual sight. So not only does this sight go for elevation and windage, but this sight is adjustable for windage as well, if you wanted to.
And did it come with more than one aperture?
And it came with that aperture. And I can't see it, but there's a bubble level right there. I can't see it when I'm sighting, but that tells you if you're canted to one side or the other. So there's a bubble level in there. And then if you look at the front, you'll see there's some markings up here for if you want to adjust for windage using the front sight. I do know this one actually is used. Shiloh makes 4 a day, and the backlog for a Shiloh Sharps right now is between 18 months and 2 years.
Oh.
And then what it shoots, let me go get one of those.
Now, can you tell me something about the case hardening? There's different case hardening processes. How do they do that anyway?
I have no idea. I just know it's beautiful. It
is beautiful. Wow. Wow, look at those big cartridges. Okay, you gotta tell me about the ammo.
What it shoots is a 45-70. Initially would have been 70 grains of black powder sitting on top of or underneath a 500 grain bullet. So the bullet in this case extends down to where my fingernail is. So the bullet is basically just, the bullet itself is about the same size as a 45 ACP. These are loaded with smokeless powder. So we're going to try this today and see if we can hit anything with it.
Well, Cary, I'm going to shake your hand and congratulate you but I can't drop my camera here, so I'm going to stop this and shake your hand. So we were saying, where's the nearest buffalo? Look at all that lead. You got enough lead there?
Yeah, I should have brought down, I had my 2 trap doors down here last week or the week before.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that.
I'll bring them again. And I had a bullet just to show you how big a...
Look at the machining in that thing. How much does this rifle weigh anyway?
Oh, it's heavy. I don't know.
It's heavy, I don't know.
I really don't know. You can look at the thickness of the barrel, and I'm going to say...
It's well balanced.
Huh?
It's well balanced.
Yeah, 10, 12 pounds maybe. My understanding is that they actually, back in the day, many of these types of rifles weighed in excess of 16 pounds. They were just a really super heavy rifle.
Well, look at all that weight in the barrel. The whole thing's a barrel.
It's a pretty heavy, and you can see the thickness of the steel. Yeah, there's a lot of weight on the barrel.
Oh my goodness.
So,
You ever gonna shoot black powder in there?
I'm not going to shoot black powder in it today. I do have some black powder loads. Once you shoot black powder, which we did in the trap doors last weekend, was great fun. It takes a significant amount of scrubbing with ballistol and water mixture to clean it up. And I have some things I have to do this afternoon, so I'm not going to subject myself to that. And the other thing is that black powder is hydroscopic, so we don't have a real humid climate here, but I don't want to run the risk of anything getting damaged. So
Don't blame you.
So I'm going to shoot smokeless powder today and see if we can get on the target. I did put a laser bore on the barrel, but it's a real cheap one. And
So this is first time for Cary shooting this rifle.
this is the
brand
first
new
time.
rifle. This is our version of Quigley here. Can anybody speak Australian?
They won't let me. I'm going to see what happens here. Here goes, I guess I better get on my target and not Chris's. That is such a light trigger. You barely can touch it.
That's awesome.
There's a heavy lead bullet just went down range. It even looks good just sitting there.
Yeah, except I didn't hit the target.
Well, it's going to take you a little bit of work to get on the paper.
So, yeah, but I don't know which way to move now.
Cary's letting everybody shoot the Shiloh Sharps.
Now,
So
like I
Frank's
said,
gonna
you're
go for
set
it.
it with that back trigger, get on target and set it. You'll feel it click. Now the front trigger is unbelievably sensitive, so just be on.
Okay, I heard it click.
Yeah.
Laborious sighting in process, and Fortune Cookie 45 LC signing off. We'll see you in the next video. This is great. Thanks to Cary for showing us his new Shiloh Sharps 4570.